We certainly appreciate you joining us. I'm Jay Harper along with Tim Reese for the nightcap of what has been an exciting 4 games of basketball. Well, 3. We're about to begin the 4th to wrap up things here. It has been Ladies' Day for the TCCAA Region 7 Women's Basketball Tournament. Tim, we've got, well, the number 3 seed going up against the number 6 seed. But as we've seen, the seedings, tournaments throw that out the window oftentimes. What are you thinking we may see here in this game?
Well, Columbia State has handled Chattanooga State in the 2 games they played in the regular season, but they were tight matchups, 64-61 win, Columbia State at Chat, and 63-56, a 7-point win at home for Columbia State, who comes in with a record of 14-12, 13-7 in conference. Coach Chris Leggett, the head coach, is assisted by Arthur Latham. Athletic director for Columbia State is Katie Willingham. President, Dr. Janet F. Smith, as we get the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups for the Columbia State Lady Chargers. Number 4, Emma Sharp. Number 11, Nyana Hill. Number 20, Tenley Dowdy. Number 1, Kelsey Kyler, and a uniform number change. And number 24, Lily Melton, a 2 straight years first team all-conference selection. Kelsey Kyler and Nyana Hill's second team all-conference. And for Chattanooga State, coached by Stacy Franklin in her 10th year, assisted by Mariah Cummings. Joe Wingate in his first year as the athletic director, president of Chattanooga State, Dr. Rebecca Ashford, and the starting 5 for the Lady Tigers, number 11, Savannah McDonald, number 12, Akaya Woods, number 14, Kimora Curry, number 20, Love Howard, and number 23, Layla Bolden gets the start. Chattanooga State averaging almost 62 points a game offensively and giving up 63 points a game. Columbia State 9th in the conference in scoring at 60, just a little over 60 points, but they're 4th with right at about 59 points a game. Our officials for today's game, tossing up the jump ball, Sean Wilson, and he is flanked by Jessamine Bradley and the guy with the biggest smile, probably the tallest official, he's one of the tallest in the TCCAA, Dwayne Burks. Probably not going to be smiling a lot with a whistle in his mouth. We are about set here for our final tap of the day. Kayla Bolden comes out of there with the basketball. A zone defense by Columbia State. Chattanooga State in their road orange is Kimora Curry. Will give it up to Bolden as they probe the 3-point line. Akaya Woods is going to drive off the glass and in. First bucket of the game by Woods. Akaya from Bartlett, Tennessee, Bartlett High School, 5'7" freshman. Emma Sharp. They lob into Kyler. She is spinning and twirling and shot off the front of the rim, no good. Layla Bolden, former Rhone State Raider last year, has transferred now with Chattanooga State.
A number of all-conference players in this game. We'll get to those as we move through things.
Nyana Hill will trigger the offense here. Getting a screen left by Tenley Dowdy. Now to Lily Melton, and she can't get it to go off the glass. The former Tullahoma Lady Wildcat. Savannah McDonald gives it up to Akaya Woods. And Woods from beyond the arc straight away. It's a little long, rebound to Dowdy. Tenley has the same name as my oldest granddaughter. I spelled it a little bit differently, but Tenley Ponce, great name. But she's an athlete herself. Shot no good, almost a double dribble by Curry. Gives it up to Bolden. She's not going to be shy today. Fake three and a drive, and Woods is going to fire again from three, no good. Nearly having that on the rebound was Love Howard, but she had it knocked out of her hands. Chattanooga State leads 2-0 as Sharp will cross the timeline. The Lady Tigers in a man-to-man. Melton working on, what is that in there? Is that Curry? No, that's not Curry. That's Kaya Woods, who's knocked down to the hardwood. Melton frustrated with herself. She can't get her offensive footsteps and shots to go like she'd like. Kyler picks up the personal foul. Kyler from Lewisburg, Tennessee, Marshall County, who had several players from there that have competed here in the tournament. Bolden's left-handed shot, no good. Looks like Emma Sharp and Diana Hill are going to trade off as to who starts the offensive play. Right wing is Sharp. Fourth in the conference in three-point percentages. Kyler's attempted pass is bothered and goes out of bounds. It'll be Chattanooga State basketball.
Kyler, one of the all-conference players on the Columbia State squad, earning second-team all-conference honors.
Along with Diana Hill, that's on the second team. First-team all-conference Lily Melton for the second year in a row. If it wasn't for Terriana Griffin last year, she might have been the freshman of the year. Curry dribbles left, goes right. Her left-handed shot no good. Speaking of left-handers, it's Tinley Dowdy who gets the rebound. Cassidy Thomas quickly off the bench to the scorer's table. For head coach Stacy Franklin is scoring at a minimum here to start this game. Expect a game in the 50s or low 60s. Lob into Kyler, and Columbia State is on the board.
Layla Bolden trying to offer up the defense for the Lady Tigers, and she made the first team all-conference squad.
A steal by Kyler, up court to Melton with two Lady Tigers on her. She'll go to the free throw line as I believe Bolden will get that personal foul. She will.
Lily Melton, a talented and very intense player. In the Cleveland State game, played at Cleveland State. She had a technical foul called on her for being a little chirpy and getting a little aggressive up in a player's face.
She is intense. I know her older brother, Brody Melton. He was a baseball player here at VolState for 2 years. Her dad, Sam Melton, and her mother, Amy Morris, I believe. Amy Morris. All of Tullahoma. Brody now playing baseball for Milligan, his final year, having a great year. Very competitive family. Sam Melton was a Boston Red Sox selection in the baseball draft. Shot from the corner, no good, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Columbia State basketball as they lead 3-2.
Almost halfway through the first period. This by far the lowest scoring beginning to any game we've had in the conference. We've had some low scoring starts, but not quite like this.
Keely Duncan checks in for Chat State. Cassidy Thomas also in from Florence, Alabama. And we got Lily Melton on the deck. Immediately, Keely Duncan is going to pick up the foul. Stacy Franklin says, I'm not standing past that bar down there, but the official, Sean Wilson, wanted to be able to have an unobstructed view to the scorer's table. Inside pass, not expected. There as Melton gets it off the glass with the left hand. Her first points from the field. Bolden thought about a three. She's being hawked by Emma Sharp. Cassidy Thomas, she's going to fire from three and hit. Cassidy Thomas. Good looking player. Melton pulls up. Her shot no good. She goes down. Bolden up court. Love George can fire it from three. Inside to Duncan. Her shot is long, rebounded by, that's a Kyle Wood. Bolden for three, short. Kyler with the rebound. Gets it up court to Niana Hill. Hill's the number 4 rebounder in the conference. She is playing point guard in this quarterfinal matchup.
Averaging 9.6 rebounds on the year per game.
Gets into the lane and scores the bucket. She's also 6th in field goal percentage. Chat State looking for somebody to collect this inbound pass from Akia Wood.
And a couple of players waiting to check in for Coach Franklin and the Lady Tigers.
Sharp with a reach in. She'll send Woods to the line with the personal foul. It's like the Chat State men's team and the Columbia State men's team here to cheer on their ladies.
Love Howard checking out as Savannah McDonald back in the game now for Chat State, and also a sub for the Lady Chargers as Dowdy checks out. And Shunte Caston in the game now.
Also Malaya Woolard on that left wing, number 0. Woolard from Clarksville, Tennessee, Clarksville Academy. Shunte Caston from Clinton, Mississippi. As Woods ties the game 7 apiece. We got that football score again, Jay, as Kamora Curry checks back in. Woods will take a seat.
It is hard to believe we're just a little over 3 minutes left and we only have 14 total points in this game.
Both teams trying to knock the lid off of the basket here at the Richard Moore Gymnasium inside the Pickle Fieldhouse. Lily Melton fires from 3 and it hits nothing but wood on the court. Melton, 2nd leading scorer in the conference at 19.5 points a game. Also the 3rd leading rebounder. So clearly a talented player. Averages a double-double. Bolden's going to go to the other side of the rim and get it to go. Chat State with the lead.
Yeah,
9-7.
Reverse layup from Layla Bolden, the first team all-conference player from the Lady Tigers.
She's 7th in the conference in scoring at 15.9. She knows how to fill it up. She can score from outside the arc as well as inside. Kyler to Melton, who's met with aggression. Like Keely Duncan, she'll pick up her 2nd. And we'll get our first look at Nora Walkup. 5'11" sophomore from Woodbury, Tennessee. Cannon County High School, a Lady Lion. And several, well, maybe 3 from Woodbury here at VolState. In my broadcasting time, Kyler drives, gets into the lane, but Bolden establishes her position, and Kyler's going to have to kick it back out to Hill, who will reset, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Caston, trying to set the screen. That's her first. It's a team 3rd for Columbia State. 14 fouls for Chat State. Next foul by the Lady Tigers will result in free throws for the Lady Chargers.
Coach Chris Leggett giving Caston kind of an earful as she walked by to take her seat on the bench.
Cassidy Thomas hoists a 3. It's long. Trying to track down her own rebound, but it gets knocked over to a teammate. Walkup now with the basketball. And she gets it back, and they're not going to count that basket.
Yeah, calling the travel on her.
She was knocked off of her feet a little bit. Did get the basket to go, but it does not count. Savannah McDonald, Cassidy Thomas, Kamora Curry, Layla Bolden, and Nora Walkup the 5 in for Chattanooga State. Lily Melton, Leah Woolard, Tinley Dowdy, Kelsey Kyler, and Nyana Hill, the 5 for Columbia State. 9-7, Chat leads. Inside to Kyler, give and go to Melton, and Melton goes down, as does Walkup. But Melton went first, so she's going to get the foul called on Walkup, who wears a face shield. She'll wear it the whole game, unlike Sable Winfrey of Motlow State. Don't know if she had a recent injury, but typically that's what happens. But I saw her wearing it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, same here. When she played Cleveland State, which was some time ago, she was wearing that.
Lily Melton having trouble from that free throw line. Knocks in 1 of 2. .140 to go in the first quarter. Low scoring quarter. Bounce pass into Walkup, and she gets a shot up between 2.5 Columbia State players. She'll go to the free throw line. Walkup averages 77%, but has not been there often. Only 22 times coming in to today's action as time is called. Dwayne Burks, one of the officials, and now lead official Sean Wilson will come over to the scorers table. The live stats are being provided by a company called the Scorers Table. Jason and Lee, the 2 fellows that are fast and furious over there, Jay. I wouldn't even begin to try to do that job, keeping up with assists, turnovers, rebounds, steals, fouls, points.
Yeah, and doing it on a computer, you know, with the mouse, trying to keep up to date with everything.
One's a spotter and one's an inputter.
Nora Walkup, the free throw shooter now.
So on one end, Walkup fouled Melton, and Lily Melton returned the favor down at the Chattanooga State end of the court. Walkup 2 for 2 with the free throw line. Chat State with a 3-point lead with 1:24 to go. Melton showing has yet to score, but we know that's not accurate, so something wrong with the live stat, says Malaya Woolard.
Yeah, Woolard, who's listed at 5'2". I think that's a stretch, but she comes up big there.
Woolard with the closeout on Curry, and firing a 3 and not hitting is Savannah McDonald. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Chattanooga State basketball. Savannah from Homewood, Alabama, went to Homewood High School. Got an X by how tall she is. She did not want to give that information. Did not show up when they measured everybody. Curry working on Woolard, works around to the left side. Gives it off to Thomas, who drives in the lane. Her shot no good. Rebound by Walkup, and she gets it up and in. 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Chat State with a 13-11 lead. Woolard to Dowdy in the corner. 3, ball is good. Side pocket to take the lead. 5 seconds to go. Kaya Woods, she's going to just hoist off the backboard, no good. Rebound to Columbia State, and a frenzied end to the first quarter as Columbia State with the 3 right there before the final possession. They lead here after 1, 14-13. We'll take a break and come right back on the VolState Sports Network.
VolState is amazing. Here you'll get a top-notch education with great professors who inspire. And with Tennessee Promise or Reconnect, it could be nearly free. VolState offers small class sizes, 4 convenient campuses, and we are big on experiences. Whether you thrive in the lab, the studio, the field, the classroom, or just enjoy hanging around campus, join the family. Go to volstate.edu to get started.
Tim Reese and Jay Harper here on the call of the TCCAA Region 7 basketball tournament. Winner of this tournament goes to the national championship. There's no regional tournament at all. It will be held, I believe, in the same place it was last year in Casper, Wyoming. The men's tournament champion will go to Hutchinson, Kansas. Lily Melton, Malaya Woolard, Nyana Hill, Tenley Dowdy, and Kelsey Kyler, the 5'4", Columbia State to start.
Coach Leggett flashing the finger signals to Woolard to call the play that they're going to get this quarter started with.
Dowdy hit a 3 right there at the end, but Lily Melton can't, too strong again, and she's going to pick up her second foul. That can be trouble for Lily. She is very intense. She is very aggressive, and she definitely gets upset when she misses a bunny like she just did. And that's at least the second one. I think it's the third missed shot. Live stats not keeping up. Love George with her first 3 ball, and it's good from the corner. And a steal and a putback by Curry, but she misses, and then she commits the foul on Malaya Woolard. That'll be her first. Sorry, that's her first. Showed number 11 up there, but that was not correct. 11 with Columbia State has the basketball now. Melton over to Woolard, who carried that on her hip. And that's going to be a turnover on the palming. I think that's officially the term there. Kyle Woods will go left. Bolden with a deep 3. It's off the front of the iron. Nyana Hill with a rebound. That's going to happen on average 10 times a game. Chattanooga State with the lead, 16-14. Just getting started here in the second quarter. Again, Coach Leggett calling out the play. Going to get it to Melton. Need to get her untracked. Her shot no good, just off again. I don't believe she likes this gymnasium. She struggled from the field when she played VolState here. Scored the majority of her points at the free throw line. She did get, I think, about 18 or 19 points in that game.
Charging all by herself is Woods, and Hill.
Another rebound.
Yeah, Hill gets the rebound.
I think our internet is getting tired. I'm having trouble refreshing my iPad.
Well, I'm also finding the stats showing Columbia State players playing for Chattanooga State and vice versa. So not really trusting what I'm seeing here.
We'll get that fixed probably at halftime. Bolden over to Love George. Her 3 is short. Dowdy with the rebound.
Nyana Hill playing point guard today. And she draws a foul.
That's going to be on Kamora Curry. She goes over to have a chat with Coach Franklin. That's Curry's second. She will check out, I believe, as Cassidy Thomas steps onto the court. The Richard Moore Gymnasium that's signed on this beautiful new court that got a refresh, I think, about 3 years ago. Remember coming in here 5 years ago, and it looked like one of those Indiana Hoosier floors. Whoever did it, the company did a great job. Diana Hill gives Columbia State the lead. Thomas drives down, has the ball knocked out of her hands, and the official says it hit off of Thomas's leg. Yeah. Full court pressure now by Chat State.
She's so incredulous. Thomas, with her mouth gaping open, was stunned, couldn't believe the call.
The international sign of, oh my goodness. Alea Woolard now at the top. They're going 4 wide here. Kyler posting up, double team, kick out to Hill. Her 3 is good.
Diana Hill thus far having a fine game, both offensively and defensively. Having an impact with rebounds and then an impact there with that 3-point shot.
Love George in the corner for 3. No good.
There's another rebound from Hill.
Yeah, there's no reason right now to look at these live stats. They're got players everywhere. In the corner, Dowdy for 3. That's going to be long. Rebound to Layla Bolden. She'll get it across the timeline quickly. Again, down in that left corner, but Kaya Woods' 2-point shot, no good. Up court to Melton. Let's see if she slows it down. There's no slow in Melton as she finally gets a layup to go.
And she is fired up as she struts back to the Lady Charger bench.
6-point lead for Columbia State, the number 3 seed in this tournament. Last year they were the number 2 seed, and their first game a year ago was against the host Lady Salukis. As Columbia State got the win 74-56, but in the semifinal round, Chat State knocked off Columbia State. Chat was the number 3 seed in the tournament a year ago. 5-point victory over the Lady Chargers.
The game before this one, we saw the number 2 seed get knocked off by the number 7 as Dyersburg State fell to Cleveland State. Diana Hill just crossing the halfway point of the court. Giving it now to Woolard.
Woolard now with 12 on the shot clock as they're taking their time.
As
apparently comfortable with a low-scoring game.
Yeah, both coaches Leggett and Latham barking out instructions. And the shot not falling.
Melton again denied. A lot of times she'll go to that basket expecting to get fouled as Akia Woods works the right side. Double teamed, and the pass is going to go across the mid-court line. Love George picks it up, but that's a violation as we are halfway through the second quarter. Columbia State 22, Chat State 16. As some Jersey Mike subs check in. Kelsey Kyler back in, and Emma Sharp, the starter. Sharp, a hometown product, Columbia, Tennessee, went to Spring Hill High School, which is just in the southern portion of Williamson County, which is just south of Nashville. Alea Woolard nearly traveled, waiting for Diana Hill to get open. Lily Melton is posting up Love George. Kelsey Kyler is going to be called for the walking violation. Shuffled that pivot foot. Or a walk up in the game now. She'll go down to the block. Layla Bolden. Her shot a little short. knocked out by Cassidy Thomas, got that one. Emma Sharp in the game, but she is not the point guard. She was early, but apparently a change made. Let's see if they try to go to Melton again. Kyler with a head nod tells Melton go ahead and go down to the block. Melton trying to fight through the lane, gets it at the top, and underneath she got smacked by Love George. And Lily will go to the free throw line. I'm not keeping notes, but I think she's been there for 3 shots already. Again, we have issues with the live stats in terms of who's who. Love Howard. Where am I getting Love George? George Love? Love.
Yeah, you're like me. You just
when you get on it, you just stay on it, don't you?
I know, man. These names come to you, and you know, when you're calling 11 different teams, well, make it 22 different teams, men's and women's. These things happen.
I've met somebody named Love George along the way. I'm positive. It's in that brain.
Well, there are times I will combine names of players on the floor, like it would be, you know, Love Davis or something, right. You know.
Well, there's a Cheyenne Love that plays for VolState, but that's not my excuse. And you never want to get out of bed in the morning without a good excuse, Jay. 24-16, yes, Columbia State.
To live by.
Push it. Yes, worse to live by. Melton gets over there and calmly puts a layup up. That's a 10-point lead for Columbia State. Stacy Franklin, coach of Chat State, says it's a 30-second timeout. She's about ready to blow a gasket, I would guess. I don't know how you just let the second leading scorer of the conference just go right through about 2 or 3 defenders and turn around and then just calmly lay it up, Jay.
Yeah, you rarely see Coach Franklin get this animated, but yeah, she is realizing that her team not playing to their potential. I mean, you can throw that number 6 seed out the window. I mean, Stacy Franklin teams are always competitive, always gritty. She's got a lot of depth over there on that roster. 7 players sitting on the bench versus 3 for Columbia State. So she knows her team underperforming at the moment, at least to their ability anyway.
Chattanooga State won the tournament 2 years ago as Nora Walkup gets it off the glass. Cassidy Thomas over the back. She's going to be called for the foul. Chattanooga State in their history in the last 25 years has won 5 conference tournaments. Southwest Tennessee's won 1. Hiawassee, who used to be in the league, won 2 back in 03-04, but it's Walters State dance. Everybody else is playing second fiddle. They've won 17 championships. Niana Hill's pass into the corner to Kelsey Kyler is knocked out of bounds.
It is interesting, as you pointed out, to see Emma Sharp in a different role here today. I've seen this team play twice this season, and she's always been point guard. And now she kind of assumes that role on this.
Nice.
On this play.
Pulled down by Melton as she had 4 arms up for Chat State defenders, and she just pulled the ball down and split them and went to her favorite side of the court. And the left-handed runner, no good. Pulled down, a rebound by Melton is Curry's shot, no good. .225 to go. Columbia State with a 12-point lead. They're not in any rush. Melton turns left and right. Her shot, no good. She ends up on her keister. Savannah McDonald nearly fell over Melton. Melton's pushing her off of her. And McDonald looking down at Lily like, what are you doing? Melton just trying to get her off her back. Probably no love lost between these teams as they have battled, and timeout called by Columbia State. Columbia with sophomores Niana Hill, Tinley Dowdy, Lily Melton, and Brooke Piscatelli, who has not entered the game yet. For Chat State, Rachel Burkhalter, who has not entered the game, and that's unusual for the 5'6" sophomore. Sophomore Kamara Curry, Layla Bolden, and Nora Walkup. Looks like a full timeout. 12-point lead for Columbia State. Chattanooga State's only scored 3 points in the quarter. Nearly 8 minutes have gone by. Again, some issues with the live stats going on. We've got Nora Walkup and Akaya Woods under the Columbia State side of things. And we got a buzzer that goes off, but it was inadvertent. They'll continue play. But apparently that's a shot clock violation. Apparently Columbia State didn't realize it. I did not either, but that's really not satisfactory if you're coming out of a timeout to not know what the shot clock was. Cassidy Thomas, a behind the back dribble over to Layla Bolden. She'll hand off to Curry. Another attempted behind the back as she goes to the floor. Emma Sharp's going to pick up the personal foul. A bailout by Sharp, who picks up her second foul. Jay Harper has gone down courtside. He'll interview, appears right now, Coach Chris Leggett, as they should go into halftime with a lead with 1:49 on the clock. Curry, Woods, McDonald, Bolden, and Duncan, the 4 or 5 in for Chat State. Trying to find Duncan, who's had position. Bolden fires from 3. It's off the front of the iron. And Lily Melton has the ball carry right into her lap. A 14-point quarter in the first for Columbia State. 14 so far here in the second quarter as the attempt to get to Melton is knocked away. Turnover on Columbia State. Bolden's going to drive, steps, jumps through. And she goes down on her keister. She'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. 1:03 to go here in the second quarter. Walter State, Motlow State, and Cleveland State, all winners earlier today. We'll get back to the co-ed portion of the tournament tomorrow. Men's action in games 1 and 2. Semifinal Monday as Bolden drains the first. Walter State men take on Chattanooga State men. At 2 o'clock, Columbia State taking on the 11th seeded Southwest Tennessee Salukis. Bolden 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Now Rachel Burkhalter checks in for the first time. Let's see where they put Rachel. See if they have her playing for Chattanooga State or they have her playing for Columbia State. Malaya Woolard will take her time. An attack from the right side. Gets into the paint. Kelsey Kyler dribbles into the lane. Fakes right, then goes left. Her shot no good, and a jump ball is called. Columbia State will retain possession on the alternate possession. You look down there at the scorer's table. Our arrows are not working at the scorer's table. Not sure why. We'll have to get our best man on that. We'll have to figure out who that is, though. I'm sure A.J. Fawson, the chief engineer of this broadcast, has taken a look at it. Probably had a Phillips head and a flathead screwdriver in his back pocket down there tinkering away when he had nothing to do during this tournament. He's been busy Alea Woolard sees the shot clock down to 4, and she buries a 3. 13-point lead, 30 seconds to go. There's a 1 second differential. So Kaya Woods taking her time. They want to get the last shot. Only 5 points in the quarter. Burkhalter gives it up to McDonald. Drives to the left elbow. Now Woods drives and off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound. Put back is good. And that will be the final score as Niana Hill will take it to the locker room. Columbia State with a 31-20 halftime lead. Jay Harper will effort to get Coach Chris Leggett here as we go to halftime. Chattanooga with a 7-point quarter. Jay Harper now with Coach Leggett. Take it away, Jay.
Hey, Coach, regardless of the fact that they are a number 6 seed, anytime you can hold a Chat State team to 20 points and a half, you have to be pleased.
Yeah, we know it's Chat State. It's a tough team, so we know we can't take them light. They're the 6th seed, but they're a well-coached team. So I preach to our girls, like, just because we beat them last week and the other time before, we got to keep playing. It's not over. So we just got to fight and keep playing to the end.
They have so much depth on that roster. They've got 7 reserve players sitting over there. You've got 3.
Yeah.
Does that enter your mind and your strategy in the second half?
No, not at all. You got to remember last year only had 7. So this is a blessing to have this many. But we just rotate them. We got people that can play multiple positions, so we can bring them in and out, let people get a break. Just let them get a break. And it's working so far, but they're not going to go away. So we got to keep fighting. I got to preach to our girls to continue playing and do what we need to do so we can win.
All right, Coach. I know you want to get in there and talk to your team. Thanks for your time. All right, good luck to you in that second half as we send it back now to Tim upstairs.
All right, 31-20, a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter is ballooned to 11 points. We'll be back with second half action on the VolState Sports Network.
You are locked on to 5. Y'all, we got a great show for you today. We're going to talk with Georgia Bryant, a student in the music program right here at VolState. But before that, let's go on over to the Student Says segment and see what's going on there. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hi, I'm Rox, and this is the Student Says segment of 5. And today we're asking, what are you doing over spring break?
I'll be working at Kroger's all spring break, but hopefully I'll be able to go somewhere else instead of work.
This week over spring break, I'm going to be dog sitting, a lot of dogs, and hanging out with friends.
Over spring break, I'm going to be going on a mission trip. I think it's like 3 days. One of my friends invited me, so that's going to be fun.
Over my spring break, I'm probably just going to be working a whole lot.
Be spending time with my mom, and I'm very excited about it. I'm studying for an anatomy lab exam and working.
I'm going to Cancun with my family.
Well, for spring break, I'm actually going to England. And I wasn't really in charge of planning everything. It was my family and my parents and my sibling. Because it's their graduation trip.
Gonna hang out with friends and also study for my exams that I'm gonna have.
Hey girl, thanks for joining us today.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Okay, so tell me, you're in the music program here. What all do you do? What are you part of? What's going on?
So I'm a music AFA major, so I take a lot of private lessons and do a lot of ensembles, and I also have a lot of music theory and ear training classes.
Okay.
That kind of makes up the majority of the major.
Okay, cool. So are you a singer? Do you play instruments? What do you do as far as in the music?
I'm mostly a singer. I've been writing songs since I was 5 or so. So I play a little bit of piano to accompany myself, but my voice is my main instrument.
Yes. There you go. I was talking with Ben Graves, our professor here earlier, and he was telling me that you're part of the jazz ensemble. Like, tell me about that.
I am. This is my first semester doing it, but I've really been enjoying it. It's cool. It's a lot of like improvisation, which is a good challenge for me.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and we get new pieces all the time, and we have to learn them really quick.
I bet. It's like super fast.
Yeah.
So do you sing in that too?
I do, yeah.
Awesome. So like how big is the ensemble? Like how many people are a part of it?
This semester we have a pretty big one. I think it's 13 or 14 students.
Oh, wow.
But sometimes it's only like 8 or so.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Like like what instruments are a part of it? Like what makes up the whole group, I guess?
It depends on the semester.
Yeah.
But we've got a couple vocalists. We've got a drummer. We've got a sax player. We've got 2 trumpet players. And then we've got a few guitarists, a clarinet player.
Okay.
And we've got a pianist too.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so like how do you become a part of the ensemble? Like how'd you hear about it?
I know about it because of the department I'm in, but I think non-music majors can be in it too.
Okay.
And you don't have to audition for it. You can just sign up.
Oh, perfect. So if any other students wanted to join, they could?
It's called the Commercial Music Ensemble.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, one last question. This is my surprise question for you. This is so random. If you could be a dipping sauce, what dipping sauce would you be?
Ooh, I'm actually not a big sauce person.
Not a big sauce person?
No.
Maybe a seasoning?
Ooh, tahini.
Tahini. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Georgia. That's all we got for you.
Thanks for having me.
Come visit the art gallery and check out the Retro 50 Expo by Alan Messer, where you can check out artists such as Willie Nelson, Alice Cooper, and last but not least, this guy.
Hey nursing students, did you know they sell scrubs in the back corner of the bookstore? They come in 2 colors, black and navy blue, and in sizes from extra small to 3X.
Need a snack? Come by the bookstore and grab a bite to eat.
One last thing, spring break starts next week, which means there are no classes. Take some time to relax, recharge, and enjoy the break. We'll see everyone back on campus soon. Well, that's all we got for you for 5 segments in 5 minutes. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm Jessica Meyer, and y'all have a great spring break.
Yeah, let's make a record.
Y'all ready?
The Possum Hunters they were the first band to play the Grand Ole Opry 100 years ago this year. Not only is it the museum's 50th anniversary, but it's the 100th anniversary of the Opry, and the Possum Hunters were the very first band to play the Opry. Not only that, they opened the Opry every single Saturday night from 1925 to around 1938, 1940. They were absolute superstars.
I'd go back to my great-granddad, who was also with the Possum Hunters when his Uncle Monk played for him. My granddad was Martin Presley, George Martin Presley, and they called him Shorty. And if you ever saw a picture of him, he wasn't much bigger than the banjo that he played. But I remember as a little kid sitting around with him. You know, of course, he passed away when I was still young, but I still remember hanging out with him in the yard, and that's all he loved to do. He still, till his old age, till his dying days, that's all he wanted to do was play the banjo. As a matter of fact, that's his banjo back there behind me. We got to play that on this album. Luckily, I put a few things back on it because it was missing a head, and I had to make it playable again. But that's still the original, roughly 130-year-old banjo back there that he learned to play on.
My uncle, he tells a story that he was asked to join the Possum Hunters, but he turned them down and suggested that my uncle Monk, as he was known, his name is Noel, that he might want to play with them, and he did.
I'm on the board of directors of the Sumner County Museum. and we're having a night at the museum. And this band, this bluegrass band, local bluegrass band, who I'd seen before, called the Lugnuts, were playing there that night as entertainment. When you go in the museum, if you look up on the wall, one of the first things you'll see is this massive picture of the possum hunters from the late 20s. The Lugnuts that night were playing underneath the photo of the possum hunters, playing a possum hunter set list. And I'm standing across the room at this point listening, tapping my toe, and it's February. I need a project for the spring semester, and the light bulb went off. It's like, I'm going to record that. I knew it was daunting because I wanted to do a whole album. I jumped right in. I went to the museum and gave them my idea. I said, I can record it in the studio. If everybody's on board, we'll make this record. Museum loved the idea. Then I went to Steve Beischer, head of the department here.
So Cole comes with the project, and he says, this would be a great thing to do. And I agreed. I said, this is something that would be great for the school, great for students, and it's a real world thing. I took it to the school and talked to the school about it, and Dr. Tostenson, the president, said it's a cool thing. Everybody's agreed that it's a really neat thing because it connects the historical part of it and the student working on projects part of it, and all the stuff that it connects together is, I think, a worthy goal to make it as good as it can be. The students did a good job on the recording. There's probably a lot of students who've never experienced one of those instruments live and in the flesh before. So those instruments were great to have them say, well, here it is. This is what it does. This is what it does. Here's where the sound comes. Here's how it's played. And they can take those techniques sometimes away or put them into a project that they're working on, or say, hey, what if I put a mandolin on my rap track? What's that going to be like? Hey, why not do it? See what happens. I've spent a lot of my career with two phrases, what if and why not. It's like, what if we put a mic up here? Why not? Well, do it. See what it sounds like. If it's good, cool. If it's not, then you don't have to use it. So all of those things apply because as they're learning things, like all these pieces of gear here, until they actually come in and turn the knob, I can talk about what this knob might do all day, but until they actually turn it and go, oh, now I understand. The whole point of the program is to come out with portfolio material, because in the real world, especially on a hands-on or a creative thing like this, like engineering or producing or something, the first thing you'll be asked is, what do you do? And you can say, this is what I do. And since it is a real-world project, it's not a theoretical, I did this for a class. Here it's on the market, it's for sale, my name is on it. Maybe it goes and wins Bluegrass Album of the Year. Who knows? Then you have that accolade to your credit. So it's only good things can happen for students.
Why spend over $100,000 for a large school where they'll be just another number? With Tennessee Promise, a great education at VolState could be free. Here at VolState, everyone is a part of the family. We offer small class sizes, close to home, with plenty of support from staff and faculty, full of moms and dads. Help them reach their full potential and find their own path. Help them find it at VolState. Go to volstate.edu today to get started.
Are you missing out on $400,000? A 2-year degree from VolState can increase your earnings by 17% a year. Discover your true potential in technology, business, healthcare, sciences, or the arts. Find what you've been missing. Find it at VolState.
Studies show a 2-year degree can increase your earnings by 17% per year, or over $400,000 during your lifetime. Volunteer State Community College is here to help you unlock your unlimited potential. From nursing to marketing, computer tech to acting, and everything in between, come see what VolState has to offer. Go to volstate.edu today to get started. Pioneer your future. Start here.
Welcome back to the second half of our final game tonight against Chattanooga State and Columbia State. Columbia State with an 11-point lead as it was tight in the first quarter, but Lily Melton started heating up, getting the field goals close to the basket.
Well, and I tell you, 10 points off turnovers for Columbia State. So there you have essentially the difference in this game.
Melton, Hill, Dowdy, Keeler, and Sharp. The 5-4 Columbia State. Curry, Woods, McDonald, Bolden, and Howard, don't call me George, for Chattanooga State. And this is the final half of the quarterfinals. Somebody's final half of the year is Woods tries a three from the right corner. It's no good. Emma Sharp starting initially the second half as the point guard. As again, Columbia State goes 4 wide, which would be something if this was a NASCAR race.
I'm willing to bet it was a probably pretty intense halftime in the locker room for Chattanooga State. As Coach Stacy Franklin, she ain't one to mess around.
Nice hands there by Layla Bolden to stop that pass, but Howard thinking she's on a bigger court. Gonna have to get the tape measure out. That's probably about the 5th or 6th time in this tournament that somebody thought they were on the court in the field of play, stepped on the boundary unknowingly. 9 minutes as the first minute went by, no scoring. 17-point second quarter for Columbia State. Inside to Melton, she's got it on that right block, goes back to the left. Her shot is strong off of the backboard. Rebound to the Lady Tigers. Bolden thought about spotting up for a three. She backs into one and drains it. Layla Bolden.
The Lady Tigers desperately needing that, and they need more of that to help close this gap. Anemic scoring, only 7 points by Chat State in that second quarter.
Charging foul as Howard apparently got over to the block quickly enough. Kyler picks up her second personal. And Chattanooga State with a 3 ball here can get right back in it. Curry left wing. Layla Bolden drives a 12-footer, no good. Rolls across the cylinder. Diana Hill. Looks like it's her turn as the point guard as they go into their offensive set. Tenley Dowdy sets a pick for Melton, who goes completely around. Kyler fakes like she's going to go left, goes back to the right, off the glass and in. Ten-point lead for the Lady Chargers. Kaya Woods to McDonald in the corner for three. Rattles around and out. Melton with the rebound, and she's going to draw a foul from Woods. Kaya Woods picks up her first personal. Full court pressure again as they run the wheel. Sharp with the ball, double team. Melton, who can handle it as a power forward, gives it up. She shoots the free throws well as the stats are fixed. 4 for 6 was Melton from the free throw line. Diana Hill working on McDonald. Nope, that's Sharp on McDonald. She gets the pass into Kyler. I don't know how that happened. Threaded the needle, and Kyler goes up with another layup, up by 12. Woods gets the shot off, and Dowdy reaches over and knocks her down. Shot no good, but she'll go to the free throw line. Shunta Caston, number 2 shot blocker in the conference, will check in. Dowdy will have a seat. That's her 3rd personal foul. And Woods, true. Dowdy does not score it all that often, I don't think, typically in the games that I've seen her. 1 for 2, and Melton with another free throw, or another rebound. Dowdy averages just 2.7 points a game. She already has a 3-pointer in this game, but she offers a lot more than that. Good defense, rebounding, heady plays. Hill had to bat that one away. She was supposed to be the recipient of that pass, but she got a hand on it, but went off of Chattanooga State.
Willard,
9 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Tim Willard comes in now for Emma Sharp, and Willard will attempt to inbound it here. But
turnover.
Yeah.
Curry in the right corner takes a dribble and picks it up. She is caught, but Love Howard straight away 3 is off to the left, and Layla Bolden in the right place at the right time has that ball fall right into her lap, and she puts it back up and in. 7-point lead for Columbia State. Kyler now over to Willard. She's looking to be double teamed. Kicks it out to Melton, who will dribble left. Hesitation, goes into the block, and she's going to get it up and in the hole.
Yeah, falling away, falling down. Knock that in.
And now Kamora Curry with her 3rd personal foul. During halftime, I actually ran into both of Lily's parents, Amy Morris and Sam Melton. As Lily is at the line, trying to give her team a 10-point advantage, and she does it with the old-fashioned 3-point play. Lily now with, let's check that, refresh, I believe it's 15 points.
Working it around the perimeter as Bolden pulls up, gets it back to Love Howard. Her 3-point attempt is short.
Kyler with the rebound, kicking it around, and now cross court to Howard, and it's going to be a charging foul. And again, our live stats are not following the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboard. Shows Melton with 15 points, but I think a point for Chattanooga State was given to Columbia State. Malaya Woolard with the basketball. Over to Sharp as 2 point guards are in. A pump fake and a shot made by Kyler. Stacy Franklin says, I need a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout. But I think we're going to go ahead and keep it right here.
The Columbia State men's team here cheering on their counterparts. I see Mr. Glass and Mr. Comage and some of their other talented players cheering on the women.
I'm going to tell you, when we came to get ready for this conference tournament. A.J. Fawson, the chief engineer, and I talked about the staff and how to proceed and all that. And I don't think either one of us envisioned the response that we would get from the students here at VolState. But it has been amazing. Barry Inslee, a production assistant, Tamara Dreer, technical director. A.J. Fawson is the overall director. Russell Wilson, student here, is the graphics operator. Jonathan Hughes handling audio. Camera 4 and 5 being operated by MC Hernandez and Nicole Smith. Kason Hollinsworth and Anna Borer are on the floor. There she is. She's coming back. And William Sexton is on robotics. Jay and I, we just got to look pretty up here. Appreciate
but that's so easy. I mean, that's effortless.
Yeah, you just fall right out of the sack.
I know all these other folks, they've been working hard here at this tournament.
I've seen you calling part of the game with your arms crossed. I was pretty surprised you were that cavalier about it.
Yeah,
Curry
I'm just
inside
relaxed.
to McDonald, gets the roll.
Nice and relaxed, Tim. No stress, man. This is
inside, pass to Sharp, quickly up court. Let's see if Kyler's going to go right at Curry. Curry's got 3 fouls. She does, but no foul called. Bolden now with Emma Sharp right in front of her. We're in sync now with live stats in the Toyota Gallatin scoreboard. 40-29. Woods shot, no good. Niana Hill collects the rebound. Now she gets the pass back. Still not collected. That basketball is bouncing around. Sharp comes up with it and gets a shot off and good. That was frenetic right there. I used one of those big 50-cent college words there.
Yeah, that had more than 2 syllables. Congratulations.
Frenetic. Bolden from deep. Her 3 is short. Kyler trying to get free. Gets it over to Niana Hill. Up court to Melton. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Lily has it knocked out of her hand, but she recollects and gets a shot up. She'll go back to the free throw line. Melton has hoisted 207 free throws prior to this game. 74% free throw shooter. Hoisted might be the wrong words. It's not that big of an effort. But apparently that foul's called prior to the shot. Looked to me like she was trying to throw one up. 4th team foul on Chattanooga State. 3:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lead now at 13. Halftime lead was 11. Melton was double teamed down on the left block, but Willard still tried to get her the basketball. Willard to inbound. Sharp makes the catch. Bolden just takes it right out of her hand.
Yeah,
height disadvantage there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. The height playing a factor there as Bolton lays it in and also draws a foul. So to the line she will go with 2:53 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Layla with 9 points. Make it 12 now, as it has been updated.
Bolden was a 1st team all-conference selection last year as a Roan State player. Willard's pass up court is knocked out of bounds. They've got 1 second to get it across the timeline. Willard gets it right into Melton, and Chattanooga State decides not to double team her in that precarious situation there. Now 10 on the shot clock. Kyler gives it up to Hill. Over to Sharp with 5. Inside to Kyler. She goes reverse and up and in. She found herself right underneath the basket and decided to go away from the pressure. There's Rachel Burkhalter now in the game. They tried to see Cassidy Thomas underneath, but McDonald's pass too late. Anticipating that, Columbia State picks it off. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 12-point lead for Columbia State. Emma Sharp taking her time to get into the offensive set. Works the right side and over to Melton. She's going to work right and then go left. The shot is no good. Rebound by Thomas. Melton, again, after a missed shot, she is tenacious. Curry steps to the right, gets her shot off the backboard, but it's too strong. Now Willard being hawked by Curry. I believe she's got 3 fouls. A timeout call by Coach Chris Leggett with 1:28 to go. Plenty of time on the shot clock. So
a 30-second timeout.
Layla Bolden, as I said, a year ago, a first-team All-Selection, as was Lily Melton. And second-team selection for Chattanooga State last year was Kimora Curry. Not honored this year for Curry and her good play. But the awards were handed out between games 2 and 3 today. You can go online to TCCAA.com to see who received those awards. Terriana Griffin, Player of the Year and Offensive Player of the Year from Walter State. Willard from Clarksville Academy in Clarksville, Tennessee gets it to Melton, who bounce pass across the lane to Kyler for the bucket, and a 14-point lead coming up on the 1 minute mark. Thomas sees Burkhalter over there in a corner, but elects to go to the basket. Emma Sharp gets it out of there, but her pass up court. And let's see if we're going to go Willard foul or no. Love Howard picks up that personal foul. Good bit of height difference there. Willard 5'2" and Love Howard 5'8". That's the 5th personal foul as Willard will go to the free throw line.
Just a 52% shooter is Willard.
Shows her as 00 in the Presto Sports. Yeah, the first one in there for Willard. First free throw of the evening. It's her 7th point. Lily Melton leads scores and 15 points.
Knocking both of them down as Caston back in the game now. Kyler will take a rest.
She's the 2nd leading scorer for Columbia State with 12. Layla Bolden has a dozen for Chattanooga State. Curry over to Thomas. Now in the hands of Bolden.
Under a minute to play in this third quarter.
13 on the shot clock. Bolden's going to get into the defense, get a shot up. Now she's going to take 2 shots at the free throw line. As Caston immediately picks up a foul. Shantae Caston, 5'10" freshman, played sparingly here in this game. But when she plays, apparently, she blocks shots. Bolden. True as she stays perfect from the free throw line. Full court pressure again by Chattanooga State, 35.3 on the game clock. Now Niana Hill gets it across the timeline. Come on. More Curry is going to force Hill out of bounds. 3 fouls on Curry, the only player for Chat State with 3. Kyler and Dowdy with 3 apiece. Been a while since Tenley Dowdy has played in this game. Chattanooga State now with no time on that shot clock, and Caston's going to pick up a 3rd personal foul as Akiah Woods was going to the rack. Woods from Bartlett, Tennessee. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw stripe. Make it 5 for 5. Chattanooga State not missed a free throw, according to the live stats. Entering the game, Savannah McDonald to replace Love Howard. And the wheel, 4 players for Columbia State. Up court quickly, Melton gets it to Caston. Caston's return pass knocked out of bounds by Curry. 7.4 on the clock. 12-point lead. Columbia State trying to extend that. Alea Woolard to inbound, gets it right to Melton, who couldn't handle it, but right into the hands of Woolard, and she gets the shot to go. Alea Woolard, couple of free throws and a basket 15 feet away at the buzzer to give Columbia State a 14-point lead. We will take a break and come back with the final quarter of quarterfinal Sunday, Ladies' Day. We'll be right back on the VolState Sports Network.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit volstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses.
Final quarter of the game. Columbia State with a 14-point lead. They have a 19-point quarter in the third. 16-point quarter for Chattanooga State. 50-36. And we are underway. Columbia State with the basketball. Sharp steps left, and her shot is left. Out of the fray comes Curry. They'll lay it all out there now. It doesn't matter how many fouls you have, as the pass to Layla Bolden apparently tapped. Now the whistle comes. Dwayne Burt and Jessamine Bradley get together, and they're going to rule that it is a turnover. It'll be Columbia State basketball. Willard starts the possession right inside to Dowdy. She started to make the pass out to Melton, who cashed in on the 3 ball in the corner pocket, but it's a foul on Curry, and that is her 4th. So starting off not well for Chat State, as Curry, one of their best players, has picked up her 4th foul. Leah Woolard working on Akiah Woods, and she just throws up a scoop shot. And Melton's going to pick up the foul. The aggressive behavior after Chat State pulled down the rebound. It's only her 2nd.
Woolard certainly shows no sign of being intimidated. Again, Smallest player on the floor, and she'll dive right in the middle of the fray among the taller players for Chat State.
Bolden's got an open three. In and out. Rebound to Melton. She's like a dog on a bone for a rebound. Her mother said that her brother Brody made her that way. Made her fight for everything. Almost a travel off to the right and left. Back to the left. She gets a shot off the glass and in. 16-point lead now, and the shot no good by Chattanooga State. Columbia State pushing, but they'll pull it back. Niana Hill. Curry can't be too aggressive. She's got four fouls. As Niana Hill needs to pick that up. She is bothered by that defense by Curry, and it causes a turnover. Kelsey Kyler will check in for Hill. She's going to go over there and hear it from Coach Leggett. Assisted by Arthur Latham. Katie Willingham not here, is she? I think she's gone for a family obligation. As Savannah McDonald gets the two-pointer. That was a long two-pointer. But I bet she's checking out the broadcast, or will later.
Yeah, unless her daughter is playing. She's watching her daughter play in a tournament on the Alabama coast.
I think that happened last year at tournament time.
Exactly. Yeah, the spring break tournaments. Her daughter a senior in high school, so you know those are moments that you don't want to miss.
She looks too young to have a high school senior, as Willard's attempted pass down low to Melton goes out of bounds.
What's even freakier is that Katie has parents younger than us.
She does call me Mr. Reese all the time. Bolden sees Cassidy Thomas underneath, and she gets a bucket. As Chattanooga State trying to cut into this double-digit lead. Melton over to Willard. See if the double team comes. It does. Cross court to Sharp, and in the middle of the court is where you defeat the zone or the trap. Emma Sharp thought Willard was either taller than she was or farther away from her. And that pass goes out of bounds. Another unforced turnover. And now the lead down to 12. Niana Hill checks back in the game.
Coach Liggett giving Emma Sharp a kind of an animated, stern talking to, but then gives her a pat on the back, of course, as she walks to her seat.
Bolden's going to try the baseline. Pull-up jumper is good. Bolden now with 16.
Yeah, a little under 7 minutes to keep your season alive for Chattanooga State.
Tell you, those high, lofty, lazy passes not going to get you in trouble sometimes. Hill gets a good pick there by Dowdy, and then goes right through Cassidy Thomas, who was moving. Not enough fouls here yet to go to the free throw line. That's only the second on Chattanooga State. Which honestly, what you don't want to have is you only have a couple fouls, and you need to foul as both players leave. Kelsey Kyler, and she had a free pass to the basket. Has it swatted out of bounds, but aggressive behavior there. Who is that on? That's on Cassidy Thomas. That's her fourth. Oh, no. Live stats don't show that. Kyler misses the first of two. Couple of dribbles and a spin, and up and in. 6:32 to go. Curry drives, Pulls it back out. Kaya Woods. She's going to drive, get a shot up. No good. Savannah McDonald with the catch of the errant shot. And another mistimed pass. Knocked down by Bolden. McDonald gives it up. Step back three. No good. Tapped, no good. Hill comes down with a rebound up to Willard as Kaya Woods knocks the ball out of bounds.
The Chat State men's team also in attendance here, cheering on their counterparts. They will be taking on Walters State tomorrow. So the #1 seed will go up against the #4 seed Chat State in the men's action tomorrow. It'll get our day started at noon.
Kyler posting up Cassidy Thomas underneath, and now she's got the basketball and turns around her left shoulder, puts it off the glass and in.
Kyler has had a whale of a game here. The all-conference selection.
I believe that's 16 for her. Bolden in the corner. She doesn't have a shot. Double teamed. And a timeout called quickly by Coach Franklin. Otherwise, that was going to be a tie-up. 30-second timeout by Coach Franklin. A reset here. 13-point lead for Columbia State. Foul situation 3 for the Lady Tigers. They have 2 more timeouts. 3 timeouts for Columbia State.
Nora Walkup entering the game for the Lady Tigers, number 52.
She's not played nearly the minutes in this game that she did yesterday in the 78-40 win over Roan State. Fast-paced game here, and they'll be wanting to get some quicker, more athletic players in. Kaya Woods right down in the lane, and her soft one-handed runner is good. And the wheel, who's gonna break free? It's Kyler. It goes cross court. Emma Sharp now in the game. Lily Melton standing right on Patch the Pioneer, the center of the Richard Moore Gymnasium court. Sharp working on Bolden. Over to Kyler with those pink shoes, dribbles all the way to the left side, comes back in the lane, and on the right side, or the left side, uses the right hand and in.
Yeah, again, just her fantastic game continuing, showing no signs of slowing down.
You're looking at the live stats. Her number's 1, that's not Sanaa Bailey, whose name shows in there. Nice pass by Walkup to find the wide open Layla Bolden. As Lily Melton, smart move right here. Take your time as that clock winds down. Gets it into Kyler. Again, full court pressure. Kyler wasn't expecting that pass, but able to receive it. Now 20 on the shot clock. Sharp being guarded by Curry. Curry gets the pick. We go right at Sharp, who knocks the ball out of bounds. Curry not happy. Kaysen Hollingsworth with the assist to the official. Our floor cameraman down there. The last 2 days, he's been the public address announcer here. And he will be, I believe, tomorrow and for the championship on Tuesday. As Corey, the regular PA man, has other duties. Cross court to Niana Hill. She's going to fire it across the timeline. And a timeout by Coach Chris Leggett as he takes one of his 3 remaining timeouts. Well, Jay, let's see if we can get things set for tomorrow. As you said, Walters State, first game of the day tomorrow at noon to take on Chattanooga State. There's been many of those battles over the years. And in game 2, Columbia State, the number 2 seed, to take on Cinderella, Southwest Tennessee Salukis, the number 11 seed that has gotten through Cleveland State and Roane State. And then in the women's bracket at 4 o'clock, Walter State will take on the number 4 seed Motlow State Bucks. And Cleveland State is awaiting the winner here. Cleveland State, the number 7 seed, a 5-point win over the 2-seeded Lady Eagles of Dyersburg State. So 2 of your ladies teams that you broadcasted this year.
Yeah, Motlow State and Cleveland State, frankly, both surprising teams that are still in this thing.
Melton can't get it to go, fighting like a tiger there. Up court to Woods. She's going to get the hoop and the harm. Diana Hill with an ill-advised foul. And where's Wes Buckner with the mop? Tamora Curry trying to wipe up the perspiration. Kaya Woods to the line.
And it looks like Woolard will be checking in shortly for the Lady Chargers.
Old-fashioned three-point play.
And Woolard is in now for Emma Sharp.
Difference now down to 8. 3:17 to go.
Far from over.
Up court to Woolard. She has played several minutes in this game, and she's had some key shots, free throws, and a big shot right there at the end of the first half. Melton's going to drive all the way into the lane, get it up and over the rim for 2. Melton now ties Kyler with the team lead in scoring. Both have 19. Melton a 19.5 point per game average. Savannah McDonald fires from 3. It's short. Woolard with the rebound. Being hawked by Woods. Dribbles right through a couple of Lady Tigers. Tamora Curry already has at least 1 steal in that vicinity. Changing off with Bolden. Melton will kick over to Diana Hill. At the block is Kyler, and she's going to draw the foul on Keely Duncan. Will go to the free throw line. Only been there twice in this game. 1 for 2. Kyler is 9 for 12 at the field as Nora Walkup will come in. Little offense for defense here as Duncan will take a seat. 10-point lead for Columbia. Kyler drains the first. Marshall County, I don't know what their nickname is, out of Lewisburg, Tennessee, is where Kelsey Kyler, 5'10" freshman. Quickly in is Nora Walkup, but Kyler drains the 2, now a 12-point lead. Columbia State relentless. Curry sees McDonald, right wing, and that's a air ball. Looks like she might have stepped on her foot wrong. She's hobbling as Nora Walkup will go to the free throw line. Cassidy Thomas going to check in for McDonald, who's hopping on that right foot. She's done something to her left leg. See if she goes over to chat with Ball State trainer Brad Swope. And Walkup drains the free throw. She's now 3 for 3 from the stripe, but is it too late? Under 2 minutes to go. Walkup 2 for 2, 2 pressure free throws. Apparently had a misfeed there. A mulligan, a do-over. Melton finds Diana Hill, who finds Kyler. Stops, waits for the defense to go by. Now Melton will get it over to Kyler. Kyler waiting for Woolard, but didn't want to risk the handoff. Still dribbling, gives it now to Woolard. with 10 on the shot clock. Tenley Dowdy for three. Good! Tenley Dowdy with a big three ball there. That may have been the dagger. Bolden gives it up to Woods. Cassidy Thomas into Walkup in the lane for two. Timeout called by Coach Stacy Franklin. It's a full timeout, but we'll keep it right here. Tenley Dowdy with a huge three. That's her second. She only has 6 points, but both from beyond the arc. That three right there, clutch, but 11-point lead with 1:15 to go. Jay Harper has worked his way down courtside to be ready for a post-game interview. Yesterday, post-game interview looked like it wasn't going to happen, as we thought we were going to get to another overtime game. We've had 2 in the tournament so far. But Roan State and Southwest Tennessee were tied at 67. 0.7 seconds on the clock. And an inbound pass that went over half court. Jeremiah Hayes collected it, did not actually catch it. Kind of knocked it down. It was one dribble. He picked it up, shot it from, it turned out, I thought it was a little closer to half court, but it was about probably 28 feet away. Clanked it off the backboard and in for the 3-point victory. Southwest Tennessee got the win. Lily Melton now with the basketball, and she's fouled. Kelsey Kyler smiling as she's got her arms crossed, trying to lobby for that to be an intentional foul. I didn't think there was anything even close that resembled an intentional foul, but she looked back at the official, Dwayne Burks, who does have the biggest smile of any official that I've seen, as Cassidy Thomas fouls out. Could this be the last game of her career in junior college? Sorry, she's the freshman. Kamora Curry, who has 4 fouls, still in the game. She's a sophomore. Melton gives Columbia State a 12-point lead. Woods driving. Her hook shot no good. Dowdy with the rebound. Willard's going to dribble out of there. They're going to try to foul, and there's Curry, who will foul out of this game. Melton went 1 for 2 at the free throw line there. And 2 Lady Tigers. Now, I believe that's Rachel Burkhalter to join Savannah McDonald, Layla Bolden, Nora Walkup, and Akia Woods. Alea Woolard. Double figures for Columbia State. We are under a minute. The number 3 seed looking to move on. 2 for 2 is Woolard. Averages only 4 points a game. Inside to Walkup, double team now. What you don't want is a foul, and that is a jump ball. Basketball will go to Chattanooga State. No, pointing the wrong way. It's going to stay right there. Lily Melton in her lawyer role right there, trying to influence the officials. 21 seconds on the shot clock, but that shouldn't make a difference. Rachel Burkhalter throws it right to Kelsey Kyler. Problem is she's wearing a different uniform. Niana Hill gets it across the timeline. Savannah McDonald reaches out and grabs her to send Hill to the free throw strike. 14-point lead. Hill looking to extend that. Columbia State feeling it now. Hill rattles it home. Each Each team has scored 17. And make it 18 and 19 here in the quarter. The lead extended now to 16. Columbia State 16 of 21 at the free throw line, and a turnover as Melton is grabbed by Kyle Woods. Columbia State looks like they're going to move on to face Cleveland State tomorrow in the final game of semifinal Monday. Cleveland, the number 7 seed. Of course, Walters State, the prohibitive favorite to win this tournament, that has not lost a game in conference. The only 2 losses they've had, 2 teams are ranked in the top 5, I believe, maybe at least in the top 10, is Melton, 1 of 2. Bolden in the corner to Burkhalter. She'll fire away. 3, no good. Rebound to Hill, but it goes out of bounds, knocked off the hands, or out of the hands of Hill by Woods. 15.9 seconds. Stacy Franklin still has Lady Tigers pressing. Let's see if they will continue to foul. Kelsey Kyler tried to be grabbed by Layla Bolden. Firing for 3. New player in the game. I didn't see her get in. She gets a shot, gets it in. And that is an unknown player on my roster, number 10. Let's see if they show who she is. There's Brooke Piscatelli. I've got her as number 22 on my roster, but she's wearing number 10 in white. I'll make that change. She scores to make the final 72-53. Columbia State moves on. Chattanooga State's season finishes 12 and 19 overall, as Jay Harper will effort to speak with head coach Chris Leggett as our day is about to conclude. And there is Jay Harper with Chris Leggett.
Hey, Coach, Malaya Woolard, man, you put her out there in the second half. What gave you the confidence to give her so many minutes in that second half?
Malaya is really our true starting point guard, but she's been sick the last 2 weeks. We don't know what was wrong with her, but she's been sick. So we just decided to just stay with Emma and have Malaya being like that 6th man to come off the bench and give us that spark. And that's what she was able to do.
Absolutely. Now you've got less than 24 hours to get ready for Cleveland State. What do you do to prepare in that short amount of time?
All we can focus on right now is just recovery. Just trying to recover fast as we can. And we played them twice already. Last game was a real close game. Cleveland, they're a real good team. But we just got to continue to fight and do what we do. It's going to be a grind of trying to win this. So we just focusing on trying to grind the thing out, take care of your body, get some rest, and you got to, make the turnover.
All right, man. Get some rest if you can sleep after this.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep real good tonight.
All right, okay, bud. We'll see you tomorrow. And we'll send it back to Tim upstairs.
It's been an exciting day here on Ladies Sunday. 4 exciting games here at the Pickle Field House on the campus of Volunteer State Community College. A couple of 21-point efforts for Lily Melton and Kelsey Kyler to get the victory for Columbia State. We'll be right back here at noon tomorrow. 2 men's games to be followed by 2 women's games. Thanks for joining us on the VolState Sports Network.